Well, hello there. Hello, hello. Hey, hello, hello, hello. Shall I turn on a light? Yes, a little bit more cozy, right? Yesterday I made some food. We had a steak and we did some potato wedges, and I need to sneeze. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't really sneeze in my hands, but I thought if I don't wash my hands, you might judge me, so. Oh, it's the next day, I'm hungry and I'm gonna make some banana pancakes because I really like that. I think they're very good. And these bananas are getting a little bit ripe, so it's time to use them. How am I making banana pancakes? I have shown you that once before, but I will show you again. I have my banana. This is a big one. This is a big banana. It's ripe. It's nice and soft. I take some eggs. I came to the realization that it is actually really difficult to get rid of my Dutch accent, but I'm gonna try a little bit. I don't want to try too hard because then you will notice that as well, but I kind of want to just make my English sound a little bit less like I'm very obviously Dutch. There's nothing wrong with a very Dutch accent, of course. I don't want to hide it. But I think that there's something to gain in my way that I talk. I think if I want to develop into the right direction and I want to connect with people all over the world, I think it is beneficial if I try to speak a little bit more in a way that is understandable for lots more people. And I don't know how it's like I don't know what it's like to listen to me talk with a Dutch accent. I don't know if it's clear or if it is hard to follow. So, you know, if it's clear and everyone understands me, then I guess that we don't have an issue. But if we do have an issue, and if it is very hard to understand, then I would love to better it a little bit. I also don't want to start talking British, but I did come to the conclusion that sometimes, okay, so what if I lean a little bit more into British? Then some letters are a little bit easier for me to pronounce because I think that in a way, some ways of pronouncing things is a little bit more the same as it is for Dutch people. And I think that sometimes the American accent is a little bit more further removed from how I pronounce my letters. So that makes it then a little bit more harder to let it sound natural. And I know that there's a way in the middle, but haven't found that yet. By the way, I just put 2 eggs in my bowl. I don't think I will be able to keep up with the British accent. I'm not going to do that. So, you know, if you hear me try out some new ways of talking in the upcoming weeks or months, then it's not because I'm a fake bitch, but it's because I just need to find a way that is easy to understand for everyone who's watching these videos. And it's also still natural for me. You understand? So I'm just developing as a person. Bear with me, okay? I don't really know what kind of flour to use. So normally I always use oatmeal to make my banana pancakes because I think that is a very healthy option. But I don't have that anymore. So I think I'm gonna go for this. So this is just flour, but it is gluten-free. I don't know what the translation of this is in English. Just gonna pop it in. I also eyeball everything, all the ingredients always, because I'm too lazy to measure anything. So if these pancakes turn out to be very dry or they don't stick together, that's always the risk that I'm willing to take. But I also kind of found a way throughout making these pancakes a lot of the times in the past. I also kind of found a way to make it, like if I see that the mixture is a little bit too thick, I do know what to do. And if it's a little bit too thin, I also know what to do. So I kind of learned how to adapt and to change the mixture as we go. Me acting like this is some sort of tutorial, it's not. Also, something that I used to put into my mixture for my banana pancakes was matcha, but I don't have that anymore. I do have spirulina powder, chalet. So I'm gonna put a little bit of that in here, because that's healthy. And it makes the banana pancakes like a little bit green, a little bit blue. And I think that that's fun. What else do we need to put in there? Oh, I'm also gonna put some flax seeds in there. Is that the right translation? I think so. Seed. And to also make it a little less dry, because now we've had quite a lot of dry ingredients in there. The only wet ingredient in there right now is our eggs. So I'm also gonna put some of this in there, some yogurt. Well, it's not really yogurt, but quark. Eyeballing it. I might need to top it off with some milk, but I'm just gonna finish it. Finish him! You know what I'm really enjoying lately? I started to watch the Thatcher Joe games. Resident Evil Requiem it was called. I think it's the latest, the last like game series that he released after 4 years. I always used to love to watch his gaming videos, because I don't really like to, I would never want to play these horror games because that would frighten me. But I do love to see him playing it and also him react to it. So, okay, I watched his Resident Evil series fully. After that, I was kind of into the like slow-paced, whoa, are we already needing to have this ventilation on? I think you can still hear me, right? Because I have my mic on. But I kind of liked his like slow-paced content. Because he's not your typical like Twitch streamer that there's a lot of things happening all at once and a lot of chaos and a lot of blah, 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 blah. He's just very chilled. So then I thought, oh my god, I still have like 10 months worth of Thatcher Joe vlogs that I haven't watched yet. So I started to watch his vlogs again. And I started to watch, the first one that I watched now was the one that they announced that they were getting a baby. And in the meantime, they already got their baby. I think it's healthy and joyful and living and everything. But now I just started to watch everything back to now. And I'm not going so quickly. I started yesterday with the vlogs. But I just love his vlogs because they're so wholesome. And so, like what I said, like very slow paced, very chill. I just love like their life. I think it's so like chill to watch. And then they're going to a little car boot sale, and then they found all these little thrift store items, and then they go walk. Thatcher Joe was having his metal detector out. I just love to see that like very slow paced vlogs. I also like that he's not editing too much. He's got quite a lot of the monologue and just the speaking day to day. He's got quite a lot of that in his vlogs, but I quite like that it's not too snappy. Let's mix. I'm quite lazy. I think that the better way to do it is just to first get your banana into like really mush it with a fork, and then just use a normal mixer. But I just go into the mixture with this because then I don't have to think. So I will see you when I mixed. Ooh, I think that the consistency is perfect. I thought it was going to be very dry, but now it's completely mixed. I think we're good. One thing at a time. I'll go one thing at a time. Okay, now we've got 2 hands. A little bit more. I'm gonna start off with a small one just in case the batter is not in a good consistency. I think we're good. Honestly, it is just always a bit more difficult if you use oatmeal to get the right consistency, but just using flour is always more easy. But it is a little bit less healthy, they say. My period really started to come through today. Oh, I was in so much pain this morning. I had enormous cramps, but I took some painkillers and now I'm doing fine. So I think we will survive the day. We don't have anything really planned for today, so that's actually perfect timing to have a period day. Shall I try to flip it? Oh, ooh. Ooh, it did splash a bit. Sorry. I think the top part was still a bit too wet. That's why it splashed. But the top is looking very nice. Happy with that. I don't know what to put on top of it. Ooh, maybe I do actually. I made a red fruit smoothie because there was a lot of like freezer fruit that I was still, did I say red food or red fruit? It was a red fruit smoothie. There was a lot of freezer fruit. These are these moments when I'm struggling a bit to talk. Freezer fruit. There was a lot of freezer fruit left in the freezer and we needed to make some space. So I said, give me that fruit, I will make a smoothie. But it turned out to be very thick. So I think I'm just gonna kind of use it as a sauce for my pancakes. That's gonna be the idea. Okay, that's one done. Next, a bit more butter. I'm gonna try to make this one a little bit bigger. Well, it's almost filling up the entire pan, so I guess that's big enough. Look, it's quite green. Can you see it? Or not? Waiting a little bit longer, so it won't splash it much, but I think I'm gonna flip it. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, maybe I can turn up the heat a little bit. It's still a bit pale. If you wonder why I'm wearing the same shirt as yesterday again, because I'm going to attempt after this lunch to get into the garden again and do my sewing. No, not my sewing. What's it called? Sawing. I'm gonna use my saw. That's my boyfriend's saw, but I could also put some kiwi parts on top of it. No, I think that I will save that for later. I will eat a kiwi when I get hungry. I think it's fine. Next one. I'm just gonna do it like this. Oh yeah. Sometimes that's just the easiest thing to do. Ooh, okay, left that a little bit too long in the pan. That's the risk of multitasking. Last one. Ooh, this might be a very thick one. But we love them thick. Gonna let that soak for a little while. Ooh! Oh no! Oh no! Oh my god! What's happening? What is happening? Okay. Get it from the... What am I doing? Okay, fuck. Maybe I should turn it off for a little while. Oh my god! Fuck. This is not what I wanted to happen. Okay, it is coming off, but... No! Ow! It was still warm. Why do things like this always happen to me? Okay, I think I got it off. My god. Yes, yes, quiet please. Okay, let's finish this, if it still works. I think it's a bit too wet. Okay. Guys. This is stressful. Oh, my god. Okay, it's looking fine. It's looking fine, but... Okay, are we done here? Yes, I think we are. Okay, let's top it off with some strawberry smoothie. This is going to be wild. I think I'm just gonna take this with me if I need more. I'm sorry, yeah, this is diabolical. This looks so disgusting. Well, wait, can I do it like this? Yep, that's it, guys. Those are my pancakes. Whoa, this hair, guys. Far away doesn't look that bad. Well, maybe in certain lighting, I don't know. I just had my pancakes. They were good, but I shouldn't have put the smoothie on top of it. Surprisingly, that wasn't really the best match. It was a little bit too sour for my pancakes. But I had my food in my belly now, so I think I'm gonna get everything ready and saw some wood. did that. I'm so proud of myself. Okay, so I've done this, and I also sawed some of the scrappy wood up because I'm going to put this on the inside, and then I'm gonna put 5 of these next to each other, and then I'm gonna create some sort of table that I can put around this, because as you can see, this is very ugly, but we need to make this so this wouldn't fall. I still need to kind of switch this up, because now this will stick above it, so I need to make this a bit shorter, but this is the only way that it sticks, and it's heavy enough to keep on this umbrella. But now I need to hide this, so that is actually the plan that I'm working on. Okay, I quickly moved everything inside because it was going to rain. The thing that makes the most mess, the sawing part, that is now done. All I need to do now is drill. And I thought I can just do that inside, that's fine. As long as I do some vacuum afterwards. I'm sitting on the floor right now. I made some pencil. I put some dots on the spots where we need to put the screws later, but first I'm gonna drill holes, because my boyfriend has taught me that you need to do that, otherwise the wood can break. So I'm gonna listen to him and be wise, and I'm gonna do that now. Oh my god, guys, I'm done! Oh, well, I'm not completely done. There are still some, details that I need to fix, but I'm gonna need Sven to check with me how I can do that in the best way, because, okay, what I created now, I will show you, but I made a sort of a small table around the umbrella, and I just put 2 loose plates on top of it. So I kind of need to check with him how I should attach that to the rest. Should I even attach that to the rest? Because if we do that, then it might get a little bit more challenging to move the entire thing if we want it to move. I mean, we can still move it because everything is detachable, but I will show you. Okay, I'm quite proud of myself. So this is a bit sad. And I had the same thing here. I got a bit impatient and I just started drilling. And this is now just loosey-goosey. So, and look, this is still all not perfect. So I think I just gonna have to shave all of that in a certain way, but I'm gonna need my boyfriend to check with me for that. Oh my god, it looks so sweaty. Overall, I'm very happy with myself. I'm really proud that I was able to do it. And I wasn't even expecting to finish everything today, but when I was just going, I just thought, okay, now I have the energy. I might as well try to finish it as far as I possibly can, because I know myself. If I'm just gonna finish it half, then I'm never gonna want to pick it up again, because then all motivation is gone. We really need to take all the moments of motivation when we have them, because you never know when they come back. So I'm very happy that that is now fixed and it looks a little bit more representable. Another thing that I also need to do, but I will do that after I completely sanded it down and all of that. I also want to oil it up to protect it from the rain. So I need to pick that up in the home improvement store. But that was it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this vlog. It was 2 days of me working at home and doing my little things. I think it's so much fun that you wanted to hang out with me today. If you also liked hanging out together, please subscribe to my channel, because then you will be kept up to date with all the fun things that I upload. Also, it really helps me. So if you want to help a girl out, then please, little heart, subscribe. Love you, and I will see you later. Bye.